So my name is Charles Ryan. I graduated from the College of Worcester in the class of 1986. I was a chemistry major, and I'm now more than 50.
Welcome to another installment of Project 150, 150 stories for the 150th anniversary of the College of Worcester. I'm Ronnie, and today we speak with Charles Ryan, a 1986 alum.
When I first arrived in freshman seminar and was really an experience where I got to meet so many people, and then Stevenson was a freshman dorm, co-ed, and that was kind of a new concept in the 80s to have kind of a co-ed freshman dorm. And, we immediately clicked. And so some of the things I remember, we had a friend who had never seen it snow before. And so like the very first time, he was from Florida, it snowed, we had this big, party out in the quad in the snow. Or I remember we got in trouble, although they didn't really know who it was, so that was a good thing. But once when it had a torrential downpouring, rain in the fall, and we did mudslides throughout the quad like for hours. And when we came into the residence hall, we just brought half the mud from the quad into the dorm. And the dorm director was not very happy to see just mud everywhere, but it was fun.
Soon after graduating, Charles was able to get his PhD in just 4 years, a feat he credits mostly to his senior IS.
I had the good fortune when I was doing my senior thesis that I knew I wanted, or I thought I wanted to go to dental school. So I looked at the trace metal analysis of impacted and erupted teeth, and I had this really cool project, and I wrote this thesis, and I actually used my IS to get into graduate school. So when I was applying to graduate school, I had my IS in hand. I showed it to the chairman of the department at Stony Brook University in Long Island, where I ended up getting my PhD. He took one look at it. He said, I have never had a student apply for this department that has an undergraduate thesis like this. He said, I've seen some research papers, but I've never seen anything this comprehensive. And most graduate students they get what are called teaching fellows, which means they get paid as a graduate student, but they have to teach courses. There are some that can become research fellows, which means you're actually just doing research. In fact, you're doing research for your dissertation, and you get a stipend as a research fellow. And because of my IS, I managed to get a research fellowship, which was fantastic because it allowed me to get my PhD done in 4 years because I was able to start my research right away. And I think because of IS, I was actually able to quickly construct a research project for my dissertation and actually know how to kind of really get going on it. Whereas most of my colleagues, they spent 5, 6, even 7 years getting their PhD because they spent a couple years just trying to find their way in terms of what they were going to do. So IS was invaluable both in getting a research fellowship, but also allowing me, I think, to finish my PhD in record time because I just had the organizational skills that were required to kind of do that and the focus to do it.
This episode was written, produced, and edited by Sarah Torrio, Samuel Carlson, and myself. Special thanks to Brett Woodard, Richard Figge, and Charles Ryan. All music used is from audioblocks.com. This project is sponsored and supported by the College of Worcester. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.